Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best songs by the boss himself, Bruce Springsteen.
It's your ghost moving through the night.
Number 20, Hungry Heart.
Got a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack. I went out for a ride and I never went back.
While The River boasts some of Bruce Springsteen's most powerful ballads, the lead single is the quintessential pop rock anthem. Hungry Heart resonates enough in its exploration of yearning and a devoted family man.
Lay down your money and you play your part.
But Roy Bittan's unshakable piano riff and Clarence Clemons' baritone sax get that bittersweet stride jumping. This endlessly listenable dynamic launched the single as Springsteen's first top 5 hit on the billboards. It's so catchy that the audience is invited to sing the first verse during live performances. But with a more convincing passion than most pop hooks, Hungry Heart breaks out the wanderlust in all of us.
Everybody's got a hook,
Number 19, The Ghost of Tom Joad.
men walking along the railroad tracks.
The album The Ghost of Tom Joad finds Springsteen returning to stripped-down folk traditions. The title track particularly displays a master lyricist, but it's not too traditionalist.
Got a one-way ticket to the promised land.
A full band's catchy rhythm and ghostly ambiance enrich the devastating ballad of a displaced family, inspired by John Steinbeck and Woody Guthrie. This historical drama and modern musicianship cleverly set up the rest of the album's more minimalist observations of 1990s social issues.
The highway is alive at night.
Tom Joad is still uniquely open to interpretation, as well as experimentation. Springsteen's collaboration with Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine really stands out. No matter the composition, The Ghost of Tom Joad sustains the spirit of folk's greatest storytellers.
With the ghost of old Tom Jones.
Number 18, Nebraska.
I saw her standing on her front lawn.
The eponymous track of Nebraska perfectly opens one of Springsteen's most subversive albums. The usually upbeat rocker sits unaccompanied with an acoustic guitar and a harmonica to croon about the darkest side of the American heartland.
From the town of Lincoln, Nebraska.
This particular ballad imagines the final thoughts of Nebraska spree killer Charles Starkweather before his execution. It's an audacious feat of empathetic storytelling in the tradition of classic folk tragedies.
Now the jury brought in a guilty verdict.
The lo-fi recording adds to that old-fashioned sound and the gritty atmosphere of the lyrics. Nebraska is a true masterpiece of Americana that has been covered by a diverse array of artists. While that can be said of the namesake album as a whole, its hook is especially haunting.
Sir, I guess it's just meanness in this world.
Number 17, I'm on Fire.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone?
An interesting break in the more hyper energy of Born in the U.S.A., I'm on Fire is a hauntingly vivid expression of a man's bad desire for a lonesome lady.
Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? And can he do to you the things that I do? Oh, no.
The stimulating rhythm was influenced by Johnny Cash and rockabilly, with Max Weinberg laying down a more 1980s beat. The melody, however, is led by Roy Bittan's ambient synthesizer. It's a pretty sophisticated composition for such a steamy ditty.
Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, and cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull.
But it poignantly captures the spirit of sentimental passion behind the sexual tension. I'm on Fire exploded on the charts, especially in Europe. Even with the scintillating content, the melody may be considered one of the most romantic in Springsteen's popular catalog. Number 16, Streets of Philadelphia.
I was bruised and battered, I couldn't tell what I felt.
As solemn as the courtroom and AIDS drama Philadelphia is, director Jonathan Demme approached Springsteen for a song that could be played in malls.
I walked the avenue till my legs felt like stone.
Streets of Philadelphia proved a soft rock anthem to satisfy the 1990s pop appeal with a smooth rhythm and keyboards. In confronting disenfranchisement in the city of brotherly love, Springsteen also lives up to the film's timely humanity.
Ain't no angel gonna greet me.
The song landed an Oscar alongside Tom Hanks's historic dramatic performance. Independently, it topped the Billboard charts and won 4 Grammys, including Song of the Year. Surely one of the best movie songs of the 90s, Streets of Philadelphia is also one of Springsteen's most powerful urban anthems.
On the streets of Philadelphia.
Number 15. Glory Days.
I had a friend was a big baseball player back in high school.
Who says that bittersweet nostalgia has to mostly be bitter? Glory Days opens with the true story of Springsteen's run-in with an old Little League teammate, Joe DePew. This sets off a skip down memory lane that both mourns and celebrates the awkward teenage years.
Well, there's a girl that lives up the block. Back in school, she could turn all the boys' heads.
The impossibly catchy keyboard riff still keeps a spry energy. Glory Days was an instant hit that would stay a radio staple for years to come.
Glory days. Yeah, they'll pass you by. Glory days.
A rock star may have more glory days than most of his contemporaries, but the story in and behind this tribute to DePew, whom Springsteen stayed in touch with, shows how the boss can relate to anyone. Number 14. Backstreets. The first minute of this 6.5-minute number off Born to Run is made up of an instrumental piano and organ section. It's the perfect introduction to the song of love so hard and filled with defeat, which Springsteen makes all the more poignant with his passionate vocals and storytelling prowess. But nothing makes Backstreets truly come alive more than experiencing it in concert with the extra piano and vocal solo called the Sad Eyes Interlude. Number 13. Rosalita, Come Out Tonight.
Spread out now, Rosie, doctor, come cut loose her mama's reins.
Bruce Springsteen's second album confirmed him as a critical darling. To this day, Rosalita Come Out Tonight stands out as a fan favorite. The epic love story between a young rocker and a good girl never slows down in 7 minutes.
Dynamite's in the belfry, baby, playing with the bats.
It has all the youthful passion and heartbreak that the subject demands, and as a prime display of the boss's musical trademarks, it would be his go-to concert finisher for years.
Rosalita's jump a little lighter. Senorita, come set my life fire.
Even now, he considers the semi-autobiographical lyrics to be one of the best he's ever written. Though Rosalita has unfortunately grown more obscure after years of bigger and bigger hits, it's still widely considered one of his true masterpieces.
Why just wanna be in love, ain't no lie. Rosie and my song desire.
Number 12. The Promised Land.
Rattlesnake Speedway in the Utah desert.
The album Darkness on the Edge of Town is mostly about the fight in the downtrodden. The Promised Land declares something to fight for.
Working all day in my daddy's garage. Driving all night, chasing some mirage.
Springsteen's signature triumphant tone backs the unexpectedly profound tale of a small-town runaway. It's tragically honest about the futility in pursuing some far-off salvation. It still celebrates the pursuit itself, while acknowledging the dignity of where one comes from.
I packed my bags and I'm heading straight into the store.
This complex storytelling against catchy musicianship is quintessentially Springsteen. All the same, it's distinguished by philosophy, inspired by a young man's travels and grief over the death of Elvis Presley. The Promised Land may have been the right song at the right time, but it is a timelessly important tribute to the will to carry on. Number 11. 10th Avenue Freeze Out.
Teardrops on the city bed, scooter searching for his groove.
Though the jury's still out on the meaning of this song's title, what is known is that the second track off Born to Run is the musical equivalent to a biography of the E Street Band.
I was stranded in the jungle trying to take in all the heat there was given.
Led by Clemens on the sax, 10th Avenue Freeze Out combines horns and a piano-driven rhythm to tell us the tale of Springsteen as Big Scooter searching for his groove.
From the coastline to the city, all the little pedals ways of hell.
The rocking number is also often played live. Number 10. Dancing in the Dark.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say.
While it might be the track that's least representative of his extremely varied work, Dancing in the Dark is still the boss's biggest hit.
Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving around the place.
With its lively synthesizer riffs and offbeat rhythm, this power pop and rock number hit the Billboard Hot 100's second spot and helped its parent album become his best-selling record ever.
Can't start a fire. Sitting around crying over a broken heart.
Who can forget his smooth dance moves in the accompanying music video?
Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Number 9. Darkness on the Edge of Town.
Well, they're still racing down at the trestles.
As an album, Darkness on the Edge of Town is an emotionally layered journey through the Heartland losers. It all comes into focus with the titular closing track.
Well, everybody's got a secret son.
The tragic ballad details a man who knows no freedom beyond the glory of street races. This is felt in the interplay between solemn verses and the heroic chorus, but the lyric carries a more poignant confession. Darkness beautifully epitomizes all previous tracks' mixed emotions about the hardships and resilience of the common man.
Tonight I'll be on that hell, 'cause I can't stop.
With the album as a whole being considered one of the great poetic rock albums of the 70s, it goes out on one of Springsteen's great ballads. Number 8. Jungleland.
The Rangers had a homecoming in Harlem late last night.
Opening with a memorable violin and piano intro, this fan and critic favorite is a 9.5-minute closer to Bruce Springsteen's third effort.
The midnight gangs assembled and picked a rendezvous for the night.
Featuring an unforgettable Clarence Clemens sax solo and one of the finest examples of the singer-songwriter's narrative technique.
Beneath the city, two hearts beat.
Jungleland takes us on a musical and emotional journey that's truly epic. Number 7. Racing in the Street.
I got a 69 Chevy with a 396.
The title of Racing in the Street promises another triumphant anthem of youth. Instead, it's a slow, thoughtful portrait of street racing culture and the freedom it represents.
Tonight, the strip's just right.
This keeps up the masculine muscle car fantasy that led some of Springsteen's earliest hits. With the third verse, however, he breaks a crescendo with one of his first sobering doses of reality from a female perspective.
She sits on the porch of her daddy's house.
Romantic, harrowing, and heartbreaking, Racing in the Street gradually revs up as one of the boss's most vivid epics. It's hardly the Springsteen song you'd most expect to blast over the radio, but for fans, it's one of the smoothest rides in his catalog.
We're going racing in the street.
Number 6. Born in the U.S.A.
Born down in a dead man's town. The first kicker took us when I hit the ground.
Thanks to its rousing chorus, the title track to Born in the USA was Springsteen's third top 10 American single from his 7th studio album.
Got in a little hometown jam, so I put a rifle in my hands.
With its memorable synthesizer riff and blasting drums, it's also one of the artist's most well-known tracks.
10 years burning down the road.
But it's born in the USA's heartland rock style and socio-political lyrics that deal with the downside of the Vietnam War that really make it a Springsteen classic. Number 5. Atlantic City.
Well, they blew up the chicken man in Philly last night. Now they blew up his house too.
This folk rock track off Nebraska follows the same dark vein as the rest of the album.
Well, I got a job and tried to put my money away.
In just 4 short minutes, Springsteen brings us into the world of a young couple tackling issues of human mortality and organized crime in the New Jersey city.
Maybe everything dies, baby, that's a fact. But maybe everything that dies someday comes back.
The The honest and thought-provoking tune is another live stunner and has been covered by multiple artists. Number 4. The River.
I come from down in the valley where mister when you're young.
Inspired by his sister and her husband's economic difficulties as a young couple, Springsteen crafted the sad but powerful song that appeared on the album of the same name.
Then I got married pregnant, and man, that was all she wrote.
While it wasn't released as a single in the U.S., The River quickly found a home on rock radio.
Down to the river, my baby and I.
With its folk rock flavors and Springsteen's harmonica playing, this moving tune about dreams versus reality is often modified or extended while played live.
Oh, down to the river we'd ride.
Number 3. Badlands.
What's up tonight? Trouble in the heartland, got a head-on collision.
With its unforgettable drum intro and anthemic nature, Badlands is a hard-rocking tune that's simply meant to be played in concert.
Oh, man, wanna be rich, rich man wanna be king, and a king ain't satisfied to lose.
Featuring a piano and electric guitar riff borrowed from the Animals, Max Weinberg's energetic drumming, and so much more, the track showcases Springsteen and the E Street Band at their finest.
We're the ones who had a notion deep inside, that it ain't no sin to be glad you're alive.
Despite only charting within the Billboard Top 50, it continues to be a fan and band favorite.
It's never misunderstood, and these bad lads stop treating us good.
Number 2. Thunder Road.
The screen door slams, Mary's dress waves.
They couldn't have chosen a better track to be the opener of the Boss's breakthrough record.
With a chance to make it good somehow. Hey, what else can we do now?
Mixing folk and rock with blue-collar themes, Thunder Road slowly brings you in with piano and harmonica. But it's Springsteen's vocals, the song's mounting pace, and masterful blending of multiple instruments that make it one of his most performed tunes.
Oh, Thunder Road, sit tight, take hold, Thunder Road.
To top things off, it's also often considered one of the greatest rock songs ever.
It's a town full of losers. We're pulling out of here to win.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Born to Run.
In the day we sweated out on the streets of a runaway American dream.
This first-person love letter and title cut to Springsteen's third record epitomized Heartland rock to a T.
Oh, maybe this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap.
Its big sound, layered guitars, and inspiring message helped it reach the Billboard Top 40, which in turn helped launch the singer to mainstream success. Today, the beloved underdog anthem is a Springsteen signature tune and a live staple.
The highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive.
Just take a listen for yourself to see why. What are your favorite Bruce Springsteen masterpieces? Come on up to the comments.
In my letter to you, all that I've found true.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.